Hello everyone, today we'll be going through IGCSE Mathematics 0580 Summer 2024, variant is 43. I will not be showing the paper due to copyright strikes, and you can refer to the paper in a separate video. It's available on the net. So let us move to question number 1A part. And question 1A part says, in 2023, a football club had 50 adult members and 70 child members. So adult members are 50, so we can write 50A, and child members are 70, so we can write 70C. The membership fee for an adult was $40, and the membership fee for a child was $15. So this will be multiplied by this will be adult is 40, so we'll be multiplying this by 40, and this is child, so this will be multiplied by 15. So our equation will become, then they are saying, and the membership fee for a child was 15. Part 1, Part I says calculate the total of the membership fee received by the club in 2023. So total amount we need to calculate. So how we will calculate? This will be 50 into 40, and plus this will be 70 into 15, and this will be the total amount. And this is only 2 marks question, simple, straightforward. We'll have to just write the numbers and multiply properly, and this is 3050 dollars. So answer at the proper location we can provide 3050, and it is 2 marks question as mentioned. Now for the second part says the cost of running the club in 2023 was dollars 2780, and this was in 2023. Now they are saying calculate dollar 2780 as a percentage of total of the membership fee received by the club, which is, we have already calculated this. So percentage we need to calculate 2780 divided by the previous one, which was 3050, and multiply by 100. This is how we are calculating percentage. So we can calculate, this will be 2780 over, this will be 3050, and multiplied by 100. This is equal to 91.1% up to one decimal place or 3 significant figures, and the answer we will provide over here 91.1%, and this is 1 mark question which we have mentioned. Now we can go through the next part. Third part says, and before going to third part, I will just resize a little so that we can have better space for the rest of the question. And now it says that next is basically third part. Third part says in 2023 there were 120 members. So 2023 there were 120 members. This was a decrease by 4%. So decrease by 4%. 4%, it's decrease. After decrease, it is 120 members. And now what we have to calculate the number of members in 2022. So this is a reverse percentage question. We don't have original number like starting number, so we'll take 100 minus 4 because of decrease. If it is decrease, we are taking minus, and if it is increase, we are taking plus. So divided by 100, this is how we are calculating percentage increase or decrease, and the x number which we don't have, but it is resulting to 120 members. This is the equation. After forming equation, we need to find the value of x. So this implies x will be equal to 120 over, we can write this 100 minus 4 over this will be 100, and further we can just simplify, and that will be our answer. We will write here 120 over this will be 100 minus 400, and minus 4 over 100, and this will be equal to, this is 100, I will by mistake 10, so I will add another 0 over here, and this is, it's not 100, it's basically 120. So 120, I will write here 120, and this is answer is 125. So 125 members were there in 2022, and after 4% reduction it reached to 120, and answer at the proper location is 125, and marks are to your understanding. Now the fourth part says, I'll go to the fourth part. In 2024, the total number of members increased from 120 members in 2023. The number of adult members and the number of child members each increased by the same number. The ratio number of adults, so adults ratio child changed from changed to 14 ratio 19. So adult ratio child is changed to this new ratio. So find the total number of members in 2024. A part, we need to find the total members in 2024. So what we will be doing, we will be understanding adult ratio is 14 ratio 19, like this one, and same number is increased. So this was 50, this was 50 and 70, because 14 ratio 19, we can write 50 over 70, and by the same number we are increasing, because this was 120, so we divided into 50 and 70, is equal to what? Is equal to 14 over 19, and now we can cross multiply from where we got this 50 and 90. Basically this will, we can write 50 plus x, this will be adult, and 70 plus x, this will be children or child numbers. So we can write this as, after cross multiplication of this, we will get equation which we can write as 19 into 50 plus x is equal to 14 into 70 plus x, and this will be giving us, what? We can simplify, this will be, basically we need to find the x value now. So if we solve this, this will be 19 into 50, 19 into 50 will be equal to 950 plus 19x is equal to 14 into 70 is giving us 980. So 980 plus 14x. So 19x minus 14x will be equal to 980 minus 950. So we can write this will be 5x is equal to 30. So x is equal to 30 by 5, which will be 6. Now this is x is equal to 6. So in this one, we will be replacing x is equal to 6. So we will get adult will be equal to 50 plus 6, which is equal to 56, and child number will be 70 plus 6, which is equal to 76, and this will be answer, and this is adding up to 132. This will be the number. Hopefully this you understand, hopefully, and this is a 2 marks question which we have done. Now we can move to the next part, and next part says If we go to the B part is what? B part says calculate the percentage increase in the total number of members from 2023 to 2024. So there's increase, like number is increasing for 120, from 120 to 132. So increment is what? Increment will be 132 minus 120, which is equal to 12. Now 12 is increase against 120, and we will calculate for percentage. We will multiply by 100, and this will be 12 over 120, and multiply by 100 will be equal to 10, and answer will be 10%. Answer at the proper place, we will write a 10, and this is 2 marks part which we have done. Now for this next B part, this will be saying, this is saying the population of the village is 2,500. 2,500 is population of the village. The population is decreasing exponentially at the rate of 3%. So decrease is 3% per year. So per year decrease. And part I, it says calculate the population at the end of 3 years. So principal number, which is 2,500 starting number, and rate decrease is 3%. And what else? Time duration is also 3 years. So this will be 3 years. We can apply exponential formula or compound interest formula. This will be P into 1 minus minus for decrease and plus for increase, and this will be T, this will be R over here. So I will change this to R, and after replacing values we will get 2,500 into 1 minus rate is R over 100, and this raised to the power 3, and this will be resulting to 2,500, and inside will be 1 minus 3 over 100, 3 over 100, and raised to the power is 3. So this is resulting to 228,168. 228,168. 281.68, this one. So they are asking for calculate the population at the end of the third year. So we will not take the decimal value because people are always in whole number. So 2281 we cannot take 0.8%. So answer, this is answer, and this is for 2 marks. Hopefully you understood this. Now the second part of this question is asking find the number of complete years it takes for population to first fall below 2000. So below 2000, when it will first fall. So the same formula we'll be using A, because we are calculating decrease. So 1 minus R over 100 raised to the power T, and we need below 2000, so we'll take equal to 2000, and this will be 2500 principal, which we have already calculated, and 1 minus rate is 3%, and this T value we need to calculate. So how we will be calculating this? We can divide 2500 on this side, and this side will be, we can calculate 1 minus this one, which is basically 1 minus 3 over 100, and this is equal to 0.97. So 0.97 raised to the power T. Now at this stage, I will calculate this side as well, and this will be 2000 divided by 2500, and this is equal to 4 by 5, or decimal value we can take 0.8. So we will write here 0.8 is equal to 0.97 raised to the power T. Now, at this stage, some of the teachers are teaching to take the log, and log is not there in IGCSE Cambridge syllabus. So, either you can take log, or the easier method is you can use the calculator as well. Like, for example, you just type 0.8, and with alpha sign, this equal to symbol which I will be typing here, and then we will be writing 0.97, and raised to the power we can take with alpha sign this one x. Now we have to solve for x. So shift and this calculate button, and x is equal to 1, and press equal to button, basically syntax error, 0.8. This will be shift and calculate for x is equal to 1, and it's giving 7.325. So t is equal to 7.325. This is how we can calculate, and 7.33 we can provide answer as yes. So the thing is that I will re-explain by the calculator. Maybe you couldn't understand. First, we have to type this, and keep in mind equal to sign is not the normal equal to sign. It is with alpha, and I'm showing on my calculator alpha and equal to sign is on calculator. So then 0.97 raised for x. Then you will have to press shift and calculus, which is basically solve button. So shift and calculate button, and then press 1. So equal to, this is giving us 7.325x value which we have taken. And if you want to check, like for example, if you take 0.97 raised to the power 7.33, it was 7.33. Okay, I'm taking this one. So if I take this 0.97 raised to the power 7.33, this is resulting to 0.7999, which is very close to 0.8. So this is the check which we can do while sitting in examination. You can do this check. If you want the log method, you can do with log also. Like for example, log of 0.8 will be equal to log of 0.97 raised by t, and we can write log of 0.8 is equal to p log of 0.9, and t will be equal to log of 0.8 over log of 0.9. And if you find this value of log, it will be same as 7.33. Hopefully you can understand this, and you will be following the easier method. Whatever you like, both are correct, but the thing which I mentioned is that in Cambridge IGCSE syllabus, log is not included, so you are not being taught by this method. So the easier way is the other one which I have explained by the use of calculator. Hopefully you will understand this. Question number 2a part. The nth term of a sequence is, nth term is given, nth term is given, which is 120 minus n cube, and they're saying part I, find the fourth term of the sequence. So fourth term we need to find. So we'll just replace n is equal to 4 in the given this formula. We'll be replacing n is equal to 4, and we will get, this implies what, 120 minus 4 cube, and 120 minus 4 cube will be 120 minus 4 cube will be equal to 56. So this will be 56 will be answer at the proper location, and this is 1 mark answer which we have done. Now for the second part says find the value of n when nth term is minus. So nth term is given, nth term is equal to minus 1 to 1 1, and we need to find the value of n. So we will write 120 minus n cube is equal to minus 1211, and this implies n cube will be equal to 120 plus 1211. We are solving this, simplifying. 120 and plus 1211 will be equal to n cube is equal to 1331. So cube root, we can check cube root of n. Cube root of n will be equal to, this will be the cube root, and cube root of answer will be equal to 11. Cube root of 1311. Let us check again. This one, cube root of 1331 is equal to 11. So this is 11. So n is equal to 11. So n is equal to 11. This will be n is equal to 11. This is 2 marks question. We have done. Hopefully you understood this. Now B part. B part says the nth term of a different sequence is given. Nth term is equal to, this is equal to 3 into 0.2 raised to the power n minus 1, and find the fifth term of the sequence. So fifth term we need to calculate. Fifth term we need to find. So we'll replace n is equal to 5. So this will be 3 into 0.2 raised to the power 5 minus 1, which will be, we can calculate this, 3 into 0.2 and raised to 5 minus 1 will be 4. So we can take raised to the power 4 is equal to 3 over 625, which we can take decimal value as, or we can write in standard form, 4.8 into 10 to the minus 3, 4.8 into 10 to the minus 3. This will be the final answer, and this is what 1 mark. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to the next part. C part. C part we can solve here. This is the C part table I have inserted for you. The table shows the first 4 terms of the sequence A, B, C, and what we have to do is we have to complete the table for each sequence. If we check the first sequence is from 4 to 7 to 4 is minus 3. So we can write here minus 3, then again minus 3 for each level. We are having minus 3. So next minus 3 will be, this will be resulting to minus 5. And this is arithmetic sequence. So what we can do, we can apply, like for example, this one, 7, 4, 1, minus 2, and minus 5, and so on. So we need nth term. So nth term, how we'll find this will be the differences minus 3, which we have calculated, and we'll be applying formula. So un will be equal to what, n plus n plus a plus n minus 1 into d. So we write a plus n minus 1 into d, and a is 7. So we can write 7 plus n minus 1 into d, which is minus 3, and this will be equal to 7 and minus 3n and plus 3. So we can write 10 minus 3n. This will be our nth term, which we can provide over here, 10 minus 3n. Hopefully you understood this first term which we have calculated, and I will be just shrinking this to the readable size. And now we can check for something else. Next one, B. So B, if we check B, B is numerator is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be 5, and denominator is 4, 5, 6, 7, and it will be 8 as denominator. So numerator will be n and denominator we can find 4, 5. So we can write 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. Similarly, a is a plus n minus 1 into d because the arithmetic sequence. So a is 4 and n is plus d is plus 1, so n minus 1 into plus 1, so it will be n minus 1 plus 4, which is equal to 3. So we can write n plus 3, so this will be denominator n over n plus 3. This is what we got. Now the last one, the third one, c sequence c is 0, 2, 6 and 12. And if we check the difference, first difference, this one is 2, this one is 4, this one is 6. So first difference is not same, second difference is 2 and 2. So second difference is same. So if second difference is same, we are saying that this is quadratic sequence, and for quadratic sequence we are following this rule which you should know and you'll have to memorize. I have copied it for you. So second difference will be equal to 2a. This is our second difference, so we can write it as 2a is equal to 2. So I'm writing here 2a is equal to 2. So this implies a is equal to 2 over 2, 1. So this is our a value, and b value we can write that first difference. So the first difference will be what? First difference will be also 2 in this case. So we'll write 3a plus b is equal to 2. A value is 1, so we'll replace a value plus this one, b is equal to 2. So b is equal to 2 minus 3, which is equal to minus 1. So b value is equal to minus 1. We got this. And then c value, how we are finding, we are writing first term, which is in this case, which is 0. So we write a plus b plus c is equal to 0. Now a value is 1, so we write 1, and b value is minus 1, we replace, and c is equal to 0. So these two will cancel, so c is equal to 0, c is equal to 0 in this case. Now we can write a plus b plus c values in general quadratic equation. A n square plus b n plus c, and we can replace a is equal to 1, so 1 n square plus b is minus 1 n, and plus this is 0. So this implies it will be n square minus n, and n square minus n will be this general form for this one, n square minus n. Now we need fifth term also, so difference we can check from here. So if this will be again 2 difference, so this will be 8 here. So 20 plus 8, 12 plus 8 will be 20. So this will be our fifth term, which we can mention over here. This will be 20, our fifth term. We have done this part also. This question is complete, and keep in mind that this question was difficult question. Last part was difficult. It was like 7-8 mark question. So which we have done, and we will have to practice this and memorize this. This really a2a is second difference, 3a plus b is first difference, and a plus b plus c is first term, and we will be able to solve the quadratic equations. Question number 3a part. I'll go to the question. If Rahul rolls a dice 60 times, the results are shown in table, and table we can refer to this table, and this table is giving us score and frequency. So we need to find the mode, the median, and the mean. So we require three things. We require mode. Number one thing, we require mode. Then we require median also, and the last thing which we require is mean. So these are three options, and this three questions are answers are required, and it's 5 mark part. So we can identify mode is most repeating. So most repeating is which one for which frequency is maximum, and the frequency maximum is 14 for 5. So our answer will be mode will be 5. This is done. And then median is the middle value, and middle value total are 60 times. So we will check half of 60 will be 30 will be in which range. So it is basically 10 plus, we will add these. 10 plus 6 will be 16, 16 plus 11 will be 27, 16 plus 11 will be 27, but we need 30, so 30 number will be completing in this 13, and the score for 13 is 4, so our answer will be 4, that we will be writing as median. This will be 4. Then mean we need to calculate. Mean in this case we will be multiplying. Formula we can write here. Formula is mean is equal to sigma fx over sigma f. This will be the formula which we will be applying, and sigma fx, how we can calculate, we will be multiplying these two. So 1 multiplied by 10 plus this will be 2 multiplied by 6, then plus 3 multiplied by 11 plus 4 multiplied by 13 plus this will be 5 multiplied by 14, and last will be 6 multiplied by 6, and divided by the total, which is 60, we can write here, and then we'll be using calculator for this calculation. It will be 1 to 10 will be 10, plus 2 into 6 will be 12, plus 33 plus 52, or what we can do, we can write like this one, and plus 5 into 14, and plus this will be 6 into 6 will be 36, and divided by 60, and we can write this will be 71 over 20. 71 over 20 will be decimal value will be 3.55. 3.55 will be our mean value, which is 3.55 at the proper place. So we can write here 3.55. This will be answer for 5 mark question. Now for B part, we can write the part over here, and they're saying Sangeeta measures the speed of each of 100 cars. The results are shown in the table, and we can refer to the small table, and range is given, and frequency is given. So this is speed in form of range and frequency. So for this range, we will be calculating. We know in case of range, we are calculating mid-range. So this will be how we are calculating mid-range. It will be 20 plus 30, this one, and divided by 2 will be equal to 25. So this is how we will be calculating, and this will be mid-range will be 40, and this will be 62.5. Adding 50 plus 75 and divided by 2 will get 62.5. Now for part 1, what we have to do is part I, calculate an estimate of the mean speed. So mean speed, we will be multiplying this with this, so it's basically range of data. So we can write 25 into 10 plus this will be 40 into 72, and plus 62.5 into 18, and divided by the sum of frequencies. So this is 100, and we can add all these three numbers. These are adding up to 100. Hopefully you are understanding. So now we can calculate this. This will be 250 plus this will be 40 into 72 plus next will be 62.5 and multiply by 18 and divided by 100 is giving us 403.10. If I double check everything is fine, first will be 250, not 20, but so this zero we missed over here and it's 8, 5. Once again, I need to double check. 250 plus 40 into 72 plus 62.5 into 18 divided by 100 is equal to 851 over 20, and decimal value we can check. Decimal value will be 42.55. 42.55. This is so carefully we have to do. It's a little lengthy calculation. 42.55 kilometer per hour. So we can mention and answer over here 42.55 kilometers per hour, and this is 4 marks part basically. So this is done. Next we can move to the next part, which is basically second part, and second part we can solve over here. And second part says Sangeeta draws a histogram to show the information in the table. The height of the bar that represents 20 v is less than 20 and greater than 20 and less than equal to 30 is 3 centimeters. So this one is represented as height is 3 centimeter. So calculate the height of each of the other two bars of the histogram. So we can calculate, we know the formula. Formula is what? Frequency density is equal to frequency divided by class width. So this is the formula which we'll be using, and we can write like F frequency density. We can write 1 for the first range, and the range is what? The range is 10, and for from here I'm calculating 10 will be the frequency, and range class width will be 30 minus 20, which is 10. So I will write here 10 over 10. 10 over 10, which is equal to 1. So height frequency density or height will be 1. So frequency density will be what? Frequency density for second will be 72 divided by the class width, which is 10. For this one, 72 divided by 10 will be, it's not 10, I will have to check. 30 and 50. So 50 minus 30 will be 20. So 72 divided by 20 will be 72 divided by 20 will be 72 divided by 20 will be 3.6. So we can write here 3.6, and frequency density for the third one will be 18 divided by 75 to 50, so 25. So 18 divided by 25, 18 divided by 25, and answer for this one will be calculate. 18 divided by 25 is equal to 18 divided by 25 is equal to decimal value 0.72, 0.72. Now they're saying calculate height of each of the other two bars. So one bar is given, like for example, height of 1 over height of 2 ratio is what? Frequency density of 1 over frequency density of 2. And for H2 we can write H1 into frequency density 2 over this will be frequency density 1. We have made H2 as subject, and this one we can write 3, which is given, H1 is given, into FD2 we have calculated 3.6 divided by FD1, which is 1. So this one we can calculate 3 into 3.6 divided by 1 will not be making difference, so 10.8 will be answer for height. This one, which is from 30 to 50, this will be height will be 10.8 centimeters. And now for the other one, if we calculate, that will be 2.16, which we can calculate for 50 to. In the similar way we can calculate basically, that will be 2.16 centimeters. And hopefully you understood everything. And if you want, we can calculate that as well. That will be h1 or ratio h3. We can write basically h3 we need to calculate, that will be equal to fd1 over fd3. So h3 will be equal to what? H3 will be equal to h1 into fd3 over fd1. And h1 is 3 into fd1 is fd3 is 0.72 and divided by 1, and this will be equal to, if we multiply this 3 into 0.72, this is resulting to 2.16, which we have written. So I have calculated this one as well. So this was 2 marks part which we have done. Hopefully you understood this. Question 4a. In this question, all the measurements are in centimeters, and they have drawn uh, one triangle and a square. So we can draw triangle. This is like roughly, I'm just sketching a triangle for your explanation, like this one. So figure one. So can erase this. And this will go to this one, and this is the triangle, and this side is r plus 2 and r plus 2, and this side is r plus 5, and this angle is given as 30 degrees. And the square, if we draw a small square, we can take a shape also of square like this one. So this is like the square, and all in case of square, all sides are equal. So all these 4 sides are equal, and this is 90 degree, and one side they have given as r plus 1, so each side will be r plus 1. The area of the triangle is equal to the area of square. So this is the condition of the question, that area of triangle will be this one. This is equal to the area of the square. So area of the square will be this one, and they are equal. This is what by the condition of the question. Now we have to show what the question. A part is show that 3r squared plus r minus 6 is equal to 0. This is what we need to show. So what we'll be doing, we will be writing the area of a triangle. So area of triangle is what? 1 by 2 into a b sine c. This is the formula which we will be applying, and this will be 1 by 2 into one side is r plus 2, and the other side is r plus 5, and sine of 30 degrees. And this one we can rewrite it as, like for example, 1 by 2 as it is, and r into r will be r squared, and plus r into 5 5r, and plus 2 into r, so 2r, and plus 2 into 5 will be 10. And sine of 30 we can check on this calculator. Sine of 30 will be equal to 1 by 2. Your calculator should be in degree mode. So this is drawn. This is written. So this will be 1 by 4 of what? 1 by 4 of r square plus 7r plus 10. This one. Now area of what I will do, I will shrink this a little and we will be finding the area of sphere also. So area of sphere we can write will be equal to r plus 1 into r plus 1. So this will be r square plus r plus r plus 1. So we are just multiplying these two terms and then we are getting basically this one. Next is what? Next we can rewrite it as r square plus 2r plus 1. So by the condition of the question they are saying these two sides are equal. Two areas are equal, so we can write 1 by 4 r square plus 7r plus 10 is equal to r square plus 2r plus 1. And further we need to simplify, that is 4 we can 1 by 4, this one we can shift to the other side and we can rewrite it as r square plus 7r plus 10 is equal to 4r square and plus 8r plus 4. And further we can simplify this and this will be 4. We can send everything to the right side, so 4r square plus 8r plus 4 minus r square minus 7r minus 10 is equal to 0. And r square we can simplify, this will be 3r square and 8r minus 7r, so plus r, and this will be minus 6 is equal to 0. And this was the required proof which we have done. Hopefully you understood this. Now for the b part says we need to solve this equation. 3r square plus r minus 6 is equal to 0. This is what we need to solve. So this previous part was 4 marks part and it was easy, straightforward. We just need to compare the areas. Now this we can solve this by a quadratic formula. A is equal to 3, b is equal to 1 and c is equal to minus 6. And we know the formula is x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac discriminant. We can write this over 2a. And now we can replace the values. Minus b means what? Minus into minus 6, and then plus minus b square means minus b value is not this one, so we will replace this. B value is 1, so minus b value 1 plus minus b square means 1 square and minus 4 into a into c over 2a and 2 into a. Now we can just can simplify by the help of calculator. We will be typing this in calculator minus 1, and once we'll take plus, then next time we'll be recalculating with the minus sign. So this will be 1 square minus 4 into 3. I'm just typing whatever we have. So this one divided by this will be 2 into 3 into 6, and this is giving us decimal value will be 1.57. So 1.6 we can write. So r value, they have given two options. One is this one, or r value is equal to this one. So 1.26 we got this value, and the second value will be changing plus into minus, and this will be minus here, and this will be giving us minus 1.59. So minus 1.59 will be the answer. These are the two answers, and this is for 3 marks part which we have done. Hopefully you understood this. Now for the next part, which is C part, we can solve C part over here. C part says what? Find the perimeter of the sphere. So perimeter we need to find of the sphere, perimeter of the sphere. So one side we know is R plus we call one, this one. So 4 times we can write this as 4 times R plus 1. So this will be equal to 4R plus 4R. Directly we can, what we can do directly, we can replace the value. So 4 times R value, we can take 1.26. We will not be taking negative value because length cannot be negative. So we will calculate this, will be 4 into 1.26 is giving us answer as 5.04. 4 into R plus 1. Really, it was R plus 1. R plus 1 here, and then we will be calculating. This should be plus 1, but we need to put inside brackets this one. So this will be 9.04, 9.04. This will be centimeters, and this is 2 marks part, which we have done. Hopefully, you understood this. Question number 5a part. Graph is given, graph of the function, and the question says the diagram shows the graph of y is equal to f of x for the value of x from -3 to 3. So from -3 to 3, x value is varying, and this graph is provided. A part 1. So part A, I part we can go through. They're saying use the graph to find f of 2. So f of 2 we need to find. So what we'll be doing, we'll be drawing the line for f of from x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2 will be this line, and we can check the y value reference from here. And if we check y value reference, this is at 3, so we can write answer as 3. So answer will be 3, and this is 1 mark part which is done. Now this is done. Now the second part says use the graph to solve the equation f of x is equal to 5. F of x is equal to 5. It means y value is 5. So we will have to find the solution where y value is equal to 5. So we will be drawing a line passing through y is equal to 5, and we can draw this line. Hopefully you are understanding. And this is the lines of points which we got. Our first point is x value will be showing. X values I'm just first indicating, and then we will be checking what the x values where we are getting these answers. So one answer which I got is -2. So -2 will be this one, and the second answer will be -0.4, and third answer will be 2.4. So our answers will be here. So x will be, one will be 2.4, and second answer will be -0.4 as I have indicated on the graph as well. So third answer will be -2. So this is -2. These are the three answers, and keep in mind this is 3 marks question. So this was simple, just graph. On graph we have to check the solutions and just indicate the solutions, and first will be 1 mark and the second will be 3 marks question. Now if we go ahead, so third part is just mm, The equation f of x is equal to k. F of x is equal to k, so it means y is equal to k, has exactly two solutions. So write down the value of k. So we require value of k for two solutions, and two solutions will be, if we'll be drawing line over here, it will be having three solutions. Anywhere here will be three solutions. If we are going down, anywhere here will be one solution only, one solution, here also one solution. So where will be exactly two solutions that we need to indicate? If we check this one, like at this position, it will be touching this graph, as well as it will be intersecting this graph also. So it will be having one solution here and one solution here. So it will be k value should be equal to 3, or you can say y value should be equal to 3. So our answer will be k is equal to 3, and k is equal to 3 at proper location. We will be giving answer, and this is 1 mark part which we have done. Now fourth part is saying, it's basically a fill in the blanks. Choose the correct word from the box to complete the statement. The line x is equal to 0 is it's a fill in the blanks. We have to choose asymptote. Asymptote. This is the word which we will be choosing to the graph of y is equal to f of x. So x is equal to 0. Asymptote, keep in mind, is a line where which is not touching. Curve is not touching. The line x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 is y-axis. So if I draw x is equal to 0, will be this line y-axis, and keep in mind, graph never touches this line, whatever value we will take for this graph. So this will be the asymptote for this one. So that's why we have taken this option. And this B part, now we can go through B part. B part says, on the grid, draw the graph of y is equal to x minus 2. This is what we need to draw for the values of x from -3 to 3. So this is the straight line which we need to draw. -2 is the gradient, and y is equal to x minus 2. So what I will do, I will write here y is equal to x minus 2, and we can draw the graph. So passing through -2, this is -2, so we can take 1 point over here, and this is the -2 point I have indicated. And then gradient is 1, m value is equal to 1, so 1 unit up, 1 unit right, so it is passing through this one. Rise over run, I have taken 1 unit up, 1 unit right. Hopefully you are understanding. So if you are not understanding this, then you will have to go through my other videos in which I have explained how to draw straight line graph. It's a 3 hours video, and you can go to the playlist and check the video how to draw straight line, and it's an extensive practice basically for straight line graph. So now this one will be like this. So this is the straight line which we have drawn, and then what next? Second point, they are saying, for the second part, they are saying, this was our first part which we have drawn the line. Now the second part, they are saying, find x when f of x is equal to x minus 2. So basically the same solution we need to find. Solution will be what? Solution, if we check, it is intersecting, it is this point of intersection will be at x is equal to 1, this point. So solution will be x is equal to 1. So we can give the x value, this will be 1. So This is also 1 mark part which we had done. And drawing the by the way, this one, drawing the straight line, was 2 marks part which we have already drawn. So now C part, we can go through C part, and C part says f of x is equal to f of x is equal to x square minus c over x when x is not equal to 0, and use the graph to show that c is equal to 2. C is equal to 2. This is what we need to show. So c is equal to 2. If we are taking c is equal to 2, this will be resulting to what? This will be x value will be basically, if we take the point x is equal to 2, this point x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. These are 2 and 3 points. If we replace this one, so we will get 2 square minus c over 2 will be equal to 3. What we are doing, we are replacing in this given equation the point 2 and 3 of the this one occur. This point 2 and 3, this one we are replacing in the given equation, and we are trying to find the c value. So this will be 4 minus c by 2 is equal to 3. Multiply everything by 2, so it will be 8 minus c is equal to 6. So c will be equal to 8 minus 6, which is equal to 2. So this point will be 2 and 3, and c value will be equal to 2. This is how we found from the graph. Basically, this is from the graph which we have taken this point. Now, next d part, we can solve d part, and d part says the equation f of x is equal to same equation can be written in this form. And what is that format? X cube plus px square plus qx is equal to 2, and find the value of p and the value of q. So p we need to find, and q also we need to find. So what we can do, we can take the equation, this one, we know this is f of x, this is also f of x, so we can equate them. X square minus c value is 2, so 2 over x is equal to x minus 2. We are equating this equation and this equation. Hopefully you are understanding. And now we will be just simplifying, multiply everything by x, so we'll get x cube minus 2 is equal to x square minus 2x, and further we are just shuffling x cube minus x square and minus 2x is equal to 2, and p value is equal to -1 and q value is equal to -2. When we compare this equation with this one, we will get this p and q value, and the proper answer at the location, given location, p is equal to -1 and q is equal to -2, and this is 2 marks part for the week. So this question is done. Question number 6a, diagram is provided which is not to scale, and the question says the diagram shows a ladder which is GH. So this one is ladder, and on a horizontal ground leaning against a vertical wall HF. So HF is a vertical wall. GF is equal to 1.5 meters and HF is equal to 4 meters. This is the information provided. Calculate the length of the ladder. So hypotenuse we need to find, and it's right angle triangle. So we can find by Pythagoras theorem. Perpendicular is given, base is given. So by Pythagoras theorem, so hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square, you can write, or a square is equal to a square plus b square is equal to c square. Generally students are memorizing like this one, so you can refer to this. And then hypotenuse if we need to find hypotenuse, or we can write GH, and GH will be equal to GF square, which is 1.5 square, and plus 4 square, and this will be under root because we removed square of GH. So this will be equal to, we can calculate, this will be square root of 1.5 square plus 4 square, and this is equal to 73 over 2, so 4.27. So 4.27, this will be in meters. Our proper answer will be here, 4.27 meters, and this is for 2 marks. Now for B part we are having this triangle, and the question says that diagram is not to scale. W is 120 meter north. W is 120 meter north. So north of V and 50 meters east of V. So north, if we draw north from here, this will be like, this one will be north, and the question says calculate the bearing of V from W. Bearing of this from W. So this is the question. It means we require angle, this whole angle starting from here till here is required, and up to this one will be 180, and in 180 we will add this angle, this much angle. So we need this angle, which is angle VW, and we can take this as T. So VWT angle is required, so we can take this as theta. So opposite will be this one, this will be opposite, and 120 will be adjacent. So opposite over adjacent we can take as tan theta. So tan theta, we can write in triangle WVT, tan theta will be equal to Vt over Tw. So Vt over Tw or Wt, and this will be, theta will be equal to tan inverse of Vt will be 50 divided by 120, and this is what we need to calculate, and we can calculate this. This will be shift tan. Keep in mind your calculator should be in degree mode. 50 over 120, and this will be resulting to 22.62 we can write. So rounded answer up to 2 dp, 662 degrees, this one. And this is only this much angle, which is 22.62, and in this we need to add to get the bearing. So bearing will be equal to, bearing required will be equal to 180 degrees plus 22.62 degrees, and this will be resulting to, in this we can add 180, and we will get this 202.62 degrees. This will be our answer. At the proper location we can provide answer 202.62 and degrees, and keep in mind this is 3 marks question which we have done. Hopefully you understood this. This was simple, straightforward question. And for the C part, we can go through C part as well, and C part is this one. Diagram is provided. This is C part, and diagram is not to scale. They are saying in the quadrilateral A, B, C, D. This is the quadrilateral A, B, C, D, this one, and AD is equal to AD is equal to DC, which is 5. So this side is 5 centimeter, and this side is also 5 centimeter. And what else they are giving is AB is equal to BC. This side is equal to this side. This is also given. And what else information they have provided is angle ABD is equal to 25. So this much angle is 25 degrees. So this means this angle will also be 25 degrees. Now, another information is provided an angle BAD. BAD is 15 degrees. It means this angle is 15 degrees. So this angle will also be 15 degrees. Calculate the perimeter of the quadrilateral ABCD. So perimeter is required. So for perimeter, we need the lengths of sides. So what we can do, we can find this angle, two angles. If we consider this triangle, which triangle we are considering? We are considering this much triangle, and in this triangle, to find the perimeter, we require this side. The other side we already have 5 centimeters. So these are the two informations which are required. So we will be trying to find all these things. So this angle, this much angle we can find, which will be equal to what? This will be equal to 180 degree minus 25 degree we can subtract, and also 15 degree we will subtract, and this will be equal to 180 minus in brackets 25 plus 15, and this will be equal to, we missed 8 from here, so this will be equal to 140. So this is 140 degree. Angle we got is 140 degree. Now we can apply the sine rule. BC over sine of opposite angle, which is 140. So 140 degree will be equal to DC over opposite angle is 25. So sine 25. And now we can simplify this. BC will be equal to, I will move this diagram for the next part a little down, and here we will have space to calculate, and this will be BC we need to calculate. So BC is equal to, DC value is 5, and sine of 140 degree, it will go as numerator and divided by sine of 25 degrees. Now this one we can calculate. This will be 5 sine of 140 degrees and divided by sine of 25 degrees. So sine of 25, and this is giving us 7.60 up to 2 dp, and now this is 7.60. now we have two sides of 5 each, this one, and the other side is 7.60, and there's one more side which is 7.60. So we will be adding all these four sides and we'll be getting answer. So perimeter P will be equal to 5 plus 5 plus 7.60 plus 7.60, and this will be equal to, we can add this. This will be equal to 7.60 plus, we can add 7.60 plus 10 will be equal to 25.2. So 25.2, this will be in centimeters. So proper answer is like over here, 25.2 centimeters, and this mark is 5 mark question part which we have done. Hopefully you understood this. Now D part, to calculate D part, we have this drawing which we'll be referring to, and they are saying question related to this is PQRS. PQRS is a quadrilateral. We need to calculate PQR. So PQR, this angle is required. So we need to find this angle. So what we can do is First of all, we can consider this triangle, and in this triangle, we can find PR. After finding PR length, we will be able to find basically PQR angle also. So PR will be equal to what? We will be applying cosine rule. So PR square will be equal to one side square, which is PS square, plus SR square minus 2 into PR into SR, and cos of 110 degrees, this one. And now we can replace values. 11 square plus SR will be 8, so 8 square minus 2 into 11 into 8, hopefully you are understanding. And cos of 110, if you are facing difficulty in answering these type of questions, so you need to practice sine rule, cosine rule, for which I have uploaded separate videos also. So this side will be PR, and this one we can use calculator to solve. Square root of 11 square plus 8 square minus 2 into 11 into 8 also, and then cos of 110, basically cos I missed, so cos of 110, and this is giving us 15.6587, or we can write 15.66. This will be in centimeters. Now after finding this 15.66 centimeters, now we can apply cosine rule again, because we have all three sides of this triangle. For this one we have all three sides, so we can find the angle. So we will write in triangle PQR. So we'll be applying cosine rule, which is basically cos of PQR, or we can write basically PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square minus 2 into PQ into QR, or you can directly write the angle formula also if you have memorized. If you have not memorized, then you can use this also this method, cos of PQR. So cos of PQR will be equal to what? Cos of PQR will be equal to um, this will be PR square minus PQ square minus QR square. I'm just shuffling, divided by 2 into PQ into QR, this one, and we can replace values, and this will be 15. PR is 15.66, so 15.66 square minus PQ is 10, so 10 square, and minus the other side is 14, so 14 square, divided by this will be minus 2 into PQ is 10, and the other side is 14, this one. And we can write this angle also. So what I will do, I will just reduce a little this portion so that we can have a space for this. Okay, so this is done. Now we can write angle PQR is equal to cos inverse of the same thing, which we can calculate, which is over here, 15.66 square and minus 10 square. It's not 10, minus 10 square and minus 14 square, and over will be minus 2 into 10 and multiply by 14 as well. So this will be 14 and this is equal to 0 0.1813, 0 0.1813, and then we can take cos inverse of this value. So shift cos of answer will be equal to 79.55, 79.55 degrees. This will be our answer for this, and this is 5 marks part, by the way, and angle PQR, which we were supposed to find. We are done with this question. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 7a part. I'll go through the question. Part I says a car travels 50 kilometer at an average speed of 75 kilometer per hour. So speed is equal to 75 kilometers per hour. This is the information provided. Find the time taken. So time taken we need to find. Give your answer in minutes. So travels 50 kilometers. So distance is also given, which is 50 kilometers. So speed we know is equal to distance over time. So time will be, this implies time will be equal to distance over speed, and distance is what? Distance is 50 divided by 75, and this will be, if we simplify, this will be 50 divided by 75, and this is equal to 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 will be in hours, but they are saying that we need answer in minutes. So to convert this answer into minutes, we will multiply by 60. So 2 by 3 multiplied by 60 will be equal to 40. So we can write 2 by 3 multiplied by 60 will be equal to 40. This will be minutes. So we can write answer 40 minutes, and this was 2 marks part which we have done. Now for the second part says another car travels 47 kilometers. Now 47 kilometers, correct to the nearest kilometer. It's around upper bound, lower bound question. So nearest kilometer. So we'll be adding, plus minus, adding and subtracting 0.5. So for upper bound, this will be 47.5, and for lower bound, it will be 46.5. So we are writing lower bound, upper bound at the same time while going through the question. And then it is saying the average speed of this car is 75 kilometers per hour is speed, correct to the nearest 5 kilometers. So half of 5 kilometers will be what, 2.5. So plus minus 2.5 kilometers we need to add and subtract to get the lower bound and upper bound. So upper bound will be equal to 77.5 and lower bound will be 72.5. So we got lower bound, upper bound also, and then they are saying calculate the lower bound of the time taken. So what we required is lower bound of time taken. This one we need to calculate. Give your answer in minutes. So answer is required in minutes. So kilometer per hour, speed is in kilometer per hour, keep in mind. So at the end we will be converting into minutes also, because we require an answer in minutes. So speed is equal to distance over time, and this implies time will be equal to distance over speed, and this will be to get lower bound of this one, lower bound of time. What we will do, we will take lower bound of d. So d we will take lower bound, and we will take upper bound of speed, and this will be giving us the lower bound. So 46.5 divided by 77.5, and this will give us 46.46.5 over this will be 77.5, and this is equal to 3 by 5, or we can write 0 0.6. Now 0 0.6 is in hours time, so we need in minutes. So 0 0.6 we will multiply by 60, and this will be multiplied by 60, and we will get 36 minutes. So our answer at the proper location will be like here will be 36 minutes, and this is 3 marks part which we have done. Hopefully you understood this. Now for the next part, we can go through the next part as well, and this part says a train travels a total of 240 kilometers. This is B part. So travels a total of two. So distance is equal to 240 kilometers. The train travels 40 minutes at an average speed of 100 kilometer per hour. So 40 minutes, 100 kilometer per hour, and it then travels for t plus 60 minutes. For this much time it is traveling at an average speed of 110 kilometers per hour. So this is the second portion. It's into portions. Find the average speed of the whole journey. So average speed is basically required. So average speed is required, this one. So we can divide into two portions. First portion we can say d1, and second portion we can say d2, and we know distance will be equal to speed into time, so we'll be using this, and d1 will be equal to speed into time, which is t. So we'll be taking this time as s into t, and for the second one this will be s into t plus 60, because this is t plus 60 time, and then we can simplify. S will be equal to what? S for this one is 100, and time taken is t, but 100 is r, so we'll basically kilometers per hour, so we'll be dividing by 60 degrees, right? So kilometers per hour, right? Like if I explain this, so 100 kilometers per hour mean like this one. So to convert this r, we are multiplying this lower denominator by 60 to convert this into hours, minutes. Now it is not hours, this is converted into minutes. So this will be 100 over 60 kilometer. This is how I have written over here, 100 over 60. Hopefully you understood this conversion. I'm just erasing this explanation. And next is for this second one will be 100 over 60, 110, basically 110 over 60. Again we are dividing this t plus 60 by 60, as I explained over here. Same explanation for this also. Hopefully you understood this. Then we will be calculating the total distance will be d1 plus d2. I'll have to write properly. So d1 plus d2, which is equal to 100 t over 60, plus this will be 110 t plus 60 over this will be 60, and then we know that this is 240 kilometers distance, as they have mentioned like this one. So we can basically add this, equalize this to 240. This will be 240, and now we can simplify this equation, and if we simplify this equation, only this portion we will be simplifying, and we can write it as 100. Basically, I'm just multiplying this whole equation by 60. So 100t plus 110t plus 60 will be equal to 240 multiplied by 60. So what we have done, we have multiplied this whole equation by 60 and we got this. Now we will be simplifying this. 240 into 60 will be equal to 240 multiplied by 60. 240 multiplied by 60 will be equal to 14400, and then we can further simplify. We'll open the bracket. 100t plus 110t plus 60 into 60 multiplied by 110 will be equal to 6600, which is equal to 14400, and this will be 210t and will be equal to 14400 minus 6600, which will be resulting to 14400 minus answer will be giving us 7800. So 7800, and t will be equal to 7800 divided by 210, and this will be equal to, this will be divided by 210 is equal to 37.14. This will be in minutes. You remember we have already converted the time into minutes. So average speed will be what? Average speed will be equal to 240 is the total distance, and we can convert this one into 60, and 134.28. This will be average speed distance over time. Basically, this is the time which we have calculated. How we have calculated this 134 point time, this calculation I will show here. T plus 60 we are having, right? So 37.14 is value of t, and then 37.14 plus 60. This is time for one distance, and this is time for the second distance, which we are calculating. To calculate the average speed, we are taking both the times, and if we add this, this will be 37.14 plus 37.14 plus this one plus 60 degree will be equal to what? This will be equal to 134.28. The same number I have taken over here. Now hopefully you understand from where we got this, and this one we have converted into minutes also. So this will be, this will be what? This will be 240 into 60 and divided by 134.28, and this will be equal to 107 point, we can round up to 2 dp as 24, so 107.24. This will be the average speed which we have calculated. Hopefully you understood this. This was the question which we have done completely. Question 8a part. The question says the diagram shows a solid made from a cylinder and a cone. This portion is cylinder and this portion is cone. So next it is the height of the cylinder is 16 centimeter and the height of the cone is 1.5 centimeter. The radius of the cylinder and the base radius of the cone are 0.35 centimeters. So we can figure out from this point to this one is 0.35 centimeter, and this is radius. So R value is equal to 0.35 centimeters. So for part I, calculate the total surface area of the cylinder. So total surface area of the cylinder will be what? There will be pi r square. This will be the base which we have to include. This will be pi r square, and then we can check for the curved surface area of this section will be 2 pi r multiplied by 16, and then we can add the curved surface area of this cone, which is pi rl. So these are 1, 2, and 3 values which we need to add. So I will write the formula. This will be pi r square plus 2 pi r into 16 plus pi r l. This will be giving us the whole value, which is pi r is 0.35. So this one square plus 2 pi again r 0.35 and into 16, and pi r is 0.35, and this is L, which is not the length which is given, so we need to find that length. So what we can do is we can understand this cone, this one, if we join we will get a triangle, and the triangle will be like this one. So this portion we have this one, this side 0.35, and we have height also 1.5 centimeter, and this side we need to find, which we can use Pythagoras theorem, and we can take like x will be equal to like a square plus b square is equal to c square, so 0.35 square plus 1.5 square and square root by Pythagoras theorem. This one we are solving, so I'll just make a line to separate it, and we can find the x value, which will be square root of 0.35 square plus 1.5 square, and this will be equal to 1.54 centimeters. This will be our L value. So I will take here L, so it will be not confusing for you. So we can write this will be L value. So this L value we can replace over here. So 1 point. So L value will be 1.54. We will write here, and to separate this one I will draw a line, and now we can calculate by the help of calculator, and this will be uh, pi, which is this one, into 0.35, and this will be square, and next is 2 pi and into 0.35 bracket close into 16 as well, and plus this will be pi and 0.35 bracket close and into this will be 1.54, and this will be equal to 37.26. So 37.26 will be our answer, which is centimeter square. So answer at the proper location, 37.26 centimeter square. This is 5 marks answer which we have provided. Now for the second part, they are saying calculate. For second part, we have to calculate the volume of the solid. So volume we need to calculate. So for volume, what we'll be doing, we'll be taking pi r square into h. For the pi r square into h will be for cylinder, and for the cone it will be 1 by 3 pi r square h. So these two values will be combining. So pi r value is 0.35 square into h is 16 plus 1 by 3 pi and h square, which is 1.5 and 16 we have taken from here, 1.5 this one and 16 from here. So this value will give us the answer, which we can calculate by the help of calculator. So this will be pi into 0.35 square and bracket close into 16, plus this will be 1 over 3 into pi and multiply by 1.5, and this gives 123 over 50 pi, 123 over 50 pi, and the decimal value, if we check, that is 7.7, 1 by 3 into pi r square. Basically we missed over here r square, pi r square h, 1 by 3 pi r square h. So r is 0.35. We will rectify this portion, and this will be, r value is again 0.35 r square, and h will be what? H will be 1.5. And now we can calculate. So we have to insert here r square value. So 0.35 square we have inserted over here, and 6.3499. So we can write 6.35 centimeter cube. This is answer for 3 marks. Hopefully you understood this. Now third part. They have provided the diagram. Basically we can go through this diagram also, and this diagram says one side is 3.5, this side is 3.5, and this side is 1.4, and diagram is not to scale. So the question says 10 of the solids are placed in a box in a shape of a cuboid of length 17.5. The diagram shows one end of the box. Calculate the volume of the empty space in the box. So we will calculate the volume of this. So length is provided, which is not mentioned in the diagram. Length is equal to 17.5 centimeter. So what, to calculate volume, we will be multiplying these three values, and this will be volume is equal to 17.5 into 3.5 into 1.4. This will be the total volume, and we can calculate this. 17.5 into 3.5 multiplied by 1.4 is equal to 85.75 centimeter cube, and this will be, we have to subtract 10 times this volume. This is volume of one shape, so we will subtract 85.75. so these are 10, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So minus 10 times 6.35. so this will be giving us the answer. So this will be minus 10 times 6.35, and this will be 89.4, or we can write 22.25. 22.25 will be centimeter cube, and this will be answer for 3 marks. Hopefully you understood this as well. Now we can move to the next part of the same question, which is also important, B part. If I check the shape, which is this one, we can solve here. So B part says these two shapes are provided which are not to scale, and the diagram shows two mathematically similar solids. So the surface area of the larger shape is 200 centimeter square. So this one is 200 centimeter square area, surface area we can mention, and the surface area of the, okay, and the surface area of the smaller solid is 98. So surface area of this one is equal to 98 centimeter square. Now these two areas are given, and the volume of the larger solid is this. Volume of larger solid is 450 centimeter cube, and we need to check the ratio, and we can check 98 over 200, and for surface area we are taking constant square, so we can check this ratio. This will be 98 divided by 200. 98 divided by 200 will be 0.49. So K square value is 0.49. For the volume, we will be using K cube. So K will be, this implies K will be equal to what? K will be equal to square root of answer, which is 0.0.7, but we require K cube to use for the volume, so we will take cube of this one. So answer and raised to the power 3 will be giving us 0.34 0.343 and volume for this one is required. So volume of small shape will be equal to 450 and multiply by 0.343. This will be giving us the volume, so we can multiply this with 450 will be equal to 154.35. 154.35, this will be centimeter cube, and this is 3 marks question. Hopefully you understood this. So for length ratio, we are using K. For area ratio, we are using K square, and for volume ratio, we are using K cube. This is the rule which you should keep in mind so that you can easily apply this method. Question number 9a part. It's a probability question. The diagram shows 7 cards. A part, we need to solve A part. Over here we can solve. The diagram shows 7 cards. Amir picks a card at random. Find the probability that the card shows, number 1 is the letter H. So for H, what will be the probability? There is no H in this one, so we can say that it's 0. So this will be 0 for this one, 1 mark question. And for the second one, the letter B, for B we have 1 B out of 7. So answer for this one will be 1 by 7. And this is also 1 mark part. Then for the B part, it says Fumika picks one of the 7 cards at random. She replaces it and picks a second card at random. Find the probability that both cards show the letter L. So L, it's not L, it's I basically. So I is this one and this one. So there are 2 cards. So first card will be having probability of 2 by 7, and it is replaced. They are saying she replaces it, so it means that the for second card also probability will be remaining same, so it will be 4 by 49. So we can write here 4 over 49. Answer will be 4 over 49, and this is 2 marks part which we have done. Now for C part says Marcos picks 2 of the 7 cards at random without replacement. Now it is without replacement, and find the probability that one card shows the letter I and the other card shows the letter N. So keep in mind this is without replacement. For I it will be 2 by 7, which we just calculated, and this was 2 out of 7. Now for the second card, which is supposed to be N is only 1 out of, now remaining are 6 cards. because one is gone out, which is not replaced this one, or it can be first n and the second will be I. So the other option will be 1 by 7 and 2 by 6. Like if I explain this one, we have taken probability for I, this one for n. Now we have taken first for n and second for I. So these will be the options which we can have. So we can calculate this. This will be this will be 2 by 7 over will be 2 over 42, and the second will be also 2 over 42, which is equal to 2 over 21, 2 over 21, and this will be answer at the proper place, and this will be 3 marks question. Hopefully you understood this. Now the second part of this question says find the probability that the two cards show different letters. So for different letter, what we can do, we can find the probability for 1 minus same letters, 1 minus same letter, that is reciprocal. We are finding which is 1 minus same letter will be what? Same letter we just found. It can be same letter, can be which one? Same letter can be only I, nothing else. A also basically. So it can be A or I. So it will be 1 over same letter, which is 2 by 7 into 1 by 6, and plus this will be 1 by 7 into basically 2 by 6. It can be this one or this one. So this is 1 minus 4 over 42 or 2 over 21, which we just calculated, and this will be equal to 1 minus answer is equal to 19 over 21, and this will be our final answer for this question, 19 over 21, and this is 3 mark question. Hopefully you understood this question also. Now for the next part, we can move to the next part, and next part says Nina, we will solve here D part. Nina picks one of the 7 cards at random without replacement. So this is without replacement. You will have to keep in mind this is without replacement. She continues picking cards at random without replacement until she picks a card that shows the letter A. The probability that this occurs when she picks the nth card is 4 by 21. Find the value of n. Now there can be different options, like first pick can be like this one. Probability of getting A for the first pick will be 2 by 7. Why 2 by 7? Because this is A card. A card is this one, and this one. So 2 out of 7 first card if she is getting. And for the second pick, we can write here second pick, probability of for the second pick, first will be not A and the second will be A. So not A mean like complement of A. Complement of A will be like 5 other cards are there, so 5 by 7, and the second will be 2 by 6 because 2 A's will be still there. So this will be not A. This will be not A probability, and this will be A probability, but one card is gone out. So this will be 5 by 7 and 2 by 7, which we can write as 10 over 42, and this explanation I will erase. Hopefully you understood this. Now for the third pick, we can write here third pick. So third pick will be what? Probability of not getting A complement, and the last one is A. So this will be 5 by 7 4 by 6, and last will be a, so 2 by 5. And this will be, this we can understand, not a, and this will be a. Not a probability will be initially 5 by 7, for the second will be 4 by 7, and this is a, so two a's are still there, so 2 by 5. One at each stage is decreasing in the denominator, because total we are decreasing. So hopefully you are understanding this. So this will be equal to 5 4s are 20, 20 into 2 will be 40. So 40 divided by 7 into 6 into 5. 7 into 6 into 5 will be 210. So this will be the probability, which we can reduce to 4 over 21. Now, this is, they're saying what the probability for the n. So we have seen that 24 over 21 is for third pick. So they are asking this 4 over 21 is for which pick, which is third pick. So we can write here n is equal to 3, and this is 2 marks part which we have done. Hopefully you understood this question. Question number 10a part, it says equation is given y is equal to x7 minus 7x raised to the power 6, this one, and a part says find the derivative of y. So dy by dx is required, so we know how to take derivative. 7 will be pulled first, and x raised to the power 1 will be decreased. So 7 minus 1 minus 7 into 6, and x raised to 6 minus 1, which we can write as 7x raised to 6 minus 42. So this will be 42x raised to the power 5, and this will be proper answer. 7x raised to 6 minus 42 x raised to the 5, and this is 2 marks question which we have done. Now for the b part says find the equation of the tangent. So equation of tangent is required. Tangent is required to the graph, and graph is given y is equal to x raised to the power 7. So x raised to the power 7 minus 7x raised to the power 6 at the point. So point is what? At the point where x is equal to minus 1. So in other words, dy by dx at x is equal to minus 1 is required. So we can write 7. In this one, we can replace x is equal to minus 1, and that will be our answer. So 7 into minus 1 raised to power 6 minus 42 into minus 1 raised to the power 5, and this will give us the answer. So 7 into minus 1 raised to the power 6 and minus 42 into minus 1 raised to the power 5, and this will be equal to 11. Basically 7 into minus 1 raised to the power 6 minus, instead of 42, by mistake I missed 2, so this will be 49. So answer is 49, and this is done. Now we need the point. Right? So this will be our gradient value. Equation of tangent is we need to write. So to find the point, we will be replacing in y. Or y is what? Y is x7 minus 7, x7 minus 7 x raised to 6. So in this one we will replace minus 1 to get value of y, and this will be minus 1 raised to 6. And if we calculate this, minus 1 raised to the power 7 and minus 7 and minus 1 raised to the power 6 will be equal to minus 8. So our point will be what? Point will be minus 1 and minus 8. Now we need to write the equation by using this point and the gradient. Gradient will be this one which we found. So we will be writing the equation, and the equation will be y minus y1. Equation of the tangent will be y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So we can write this y minus y1 will be minus 8 is equal to m will be 49 into x minus x1, which is minus 1. So we can write the equation which will be y plus 8 is equal to 49x and plus 49, and y is 8 we can shift to other side. So 49x plus 49 minus 8, so 49 minus 8, so y is equal to 49x and plus this will be 41, and at the proper location, so we write y is equal to 49x plus 41, and this is 4-mark question which we have done. Hopefully you understood this as well. Now for the next part, which is C part we can solve on the next page. So this will be C part. C part says the graph of y is equal to x raised to 7 minus 7x raised to power 6 has two turning points. So turning points. There are two turning points. So what they're saying, find the coordinates of these points. You must solve everything. So dy by dx we know is 7x raised by 6, which we have already calculated. You can check from there as well in the previous part. So this is and for the turning point we know we are putting dy by dx is equal to 0. So 7x raised by 6 minus 42x raised by 5 will be equal to 0, and then we need to solve this. We can take 7 and x raised by 5 common, so inside will be x minus 6, so is equal to 0. So we can put 7 x raised to 5 is equal to 0, or x minus 6 is equal to 0. So if this will be x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 6. So these will be the two values which we can write. Basically find the coordinates of these 2 points. Now x value is 0, and we can take this one equation, and in this one if we replace x is equal to 0, y will be also equal to 0. So our answer will be what? Our answer location is provided like this one. So 0 0 will be our one answer, and for the second answer which they have provided space, will be replacing x is equal to 6. So we can replace in y is equal to x raised by 7 minus 7x raised by 6. We can replace this 6 value. So 6 raised by 7 minus 7 into 6 raised by 6, and this will be giving us y coordinates. So 6 raised to the power 7 and minus 7 into 6 raised to the power will be also 6, and this is equal to minus huge number, but it's correct, 466 minus 466 and 56. So this will be y value when x is 6, so 6 and minus 46656, and this is 5 marks part which we have done. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 11, which is diagram is provided which is not to scale. In the circle center O, center is O, the length of the minor arc PQ, this is minor arc PQ, is 3 by 7 of the length of the major arc PQ. So if we take the major arc as x, like for example this is x, so this will be 3 by 7 of x by the condition of the question, and show that we have to show that x is equal to 108 degrees. So this is what our target. Now by the condition of the question, we can write 3 by 7 of major arc. Major arc will be which one? We can take this as theta, which will be 180 minus x. So we can write here 360 minus x over 360 into 2 pi r by the formula, and the formula is L is equal to theta over 360 into 2 pi r. This is arc length formula which we are applying. Hopefully you know this. Then this is equal to x over again length formula on the minor this will be minor arc 360, and this is 2 pi r. And now we need to solve this, and to solve this we are shifting this 3 by 7 to other side, and we will get what will be our step 360 minus x over 360 into 2 pi r, and this is equal to 7 by 3 into x over 360 into 2 pi r. Now we can cancel this 2 pi r, we can cancel with 2 pi r, 360 we can cancel with 360, and the remaining we will be writing here. This will be 360 minus x is equal to 7 by 3x, and this one we can simplify. We can send x to other side, so it will be x plus 7 by 3x, and we can take x common. Inside will be 1 plus 7 by 3. So 360 will be equal to 3x will be equal to 360 over 1 plus 7 by 3. So x value will be equal to this one. We can write 360 over 1 plus 7 over 3, and this is equal to 108, and this is what we were supposed to prove. So x is equal to 108 degrees, and this is 3 marks part which we have done. Hopefully you understood this. Now for the second part, if we go through the second part, which is b part, which is over here, this is the b part which we can solve. The diagram is not to scale, and they're saying the diagram shows a sector O, A and B. This is the sector of the circle with center O, and radius is R. The area of the triangle, means this triangle, this area is what? This area, by the condition of the question, area of the triangle is half of the area of the sector. Angle AOB is y degrees and is obtuse. So it means it's in between 90 and 180. So part 1 we have to show that 360 sine of y is equal to pi y. This statement we need to prove. So by the condition of the question, half of area of sector is equal to area of triangle, and we can write area of the sector is given by 1 by 2 into theta over 360. Theta is y over 360 into pi r square, this one, and this is equal to area of the triangle, which is half into AB sine C. So AB is R into R, which will be R square into sine of Y. So now we can cancel whatever 1 by 2 we can cancel, and R square we can cancel. So remaining will be pi Y over 360 is equal to sine of y, and we can write this as pi y is equal to 360 sine of y, and this was what we need to prove, and this is 2 marks part which we have done. Now for the second part, they are saying complete We need to complete this table, and it's very easy. Just you need to use calculator for this. We can type this 360 sine y over here. So 360 sine of, we can take sine of x, and this will be, we can change the value. So calculate for x is equal to 108.7, and up to 2 dp, this will be 340.9957. So 341.00, 341.341.00 will be over here. Then for pi y, we can take similarly pi, and we can take alpha x and change the values of x. So this will be, calculate for x is equal to 341.20, 341.20, and this will give us this value. We have done some mistake, basically. Calculate for, no, it should be 108.6. So calculate for 108.6, and this will be giving us value 341.18. 341.18. This will be, up to 2 dp, and for the last value which we can calculate for 108.7, and this is giving us the value which is 341.49. So 341.49, and now this was, completion was for 3 marks, which was done. Now for the third part, they're saying complete the statement, the value of y correct to 1 dp, that satisfies the equation 360 sine y is equal to pi y. So 360 pi y is equal to 360 sine y is equal to pi y. If we check, this value is very close. This value for this one, if you check, values are very close, and we can round up to 1 dp as 3.420. So this will be our answer. So that's why we are taking as 108.6. Why we have taken this? If you round this value to 1 dp, it will be exactly as this one. That's why we have taken this value. Hopefully you understood this. This is a 1 mark part which we have done. This is done. We are done with the paper also. Hopefully you understood each and everything. I just want to mention again that we were not showing the paper because of copyright strikes, but you can open a window for a separate paper which is available on the net, and it's not an issue. So you can recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows, and introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Also like the video if you want, and if you want these type of videos again in future also, so you need to subscribe the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.